Congratulations, you just finished week 1 of ID resolution. Now remember, each week you want to do the workouts 2 to 4 times. Now do these, for the best results, you want to do these every other day. And on those in-between days when you're feeling sore, it's good to get out there and do 30 to 60 minutes of cardio. All right, let's start week 2's workout. All right, let's get started with our workout. Make sure that you got your stability ball and your resistance bands and your light dumbbells. First thing we're going to do is lateral raises. What I need you to do is grab your resistance band, set it on the ground right in front of you. You're going to step on it with your right or left foot. Keep it straight out in front of you. Keep your knees slightly bent. Keeping good posture, abs engaged. Take your arms. You're going to come straight up to the side and back down. Straight up to the side and back down. If you need to make this harder, make sure you pause it up at the top for about a 3-second count before you come back down. If you need to make it lighter, just drop the weight altogether and still hold it for a 3-second count before you come back down. All right, lift number 2. What lift number 2 is going to be is called a front raise. You're going to stay in the exact same position, only this time instead of going out to the side, you're coming up to the front. Make sure that your hands don't go up above your shoulders. Keep your hands right straight to your shoulders, shoulder height, and then back down. Bringing it up and then back down. For the modifications, you're going to keep them exactly the same. If you want to make it harder, you're going to bring it up with the bands, hold it for a 3-second count before you come back down. If you want to make it easier, take away the bands altogether and just come up, still holding it for that 3-second count. You're going to do that 2 sets to 10 to 15. This end, you need to hook it on something, around something that it holds for tension. So once you get it and you hook it on something or put it around something, step back so that there's tension on both sides. What we're going to do is we're going to do a row up top, squeeze it, and let it out. Then you're going to squat, do a row, back out, and that would be 1. So we're standing, then squat, and that's 1. We're going to go up for 2 sets of 10 to 15. If you need to make this harder, and either increase the resistance on your bands, get a stronger resistance band, or when you bring it back, squeeze as tight as you can. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together for a 5-second count for each rep that you do. All right, for our next lesson for the upper body, we are going to do dumbbell flies. You need your stability ball and your light dumbbells for this lift. Now make sure again that your dumbbells are close by you. What you need to do is you need to go down almost like you're about to do a crunch, and I need you to get the middle of your back over the ball. Now what we're going to do is arms out to the side. You are going to bring these straight up to the middle until your pinkies come together, and then back down. Up, you're going to turn the dumbbell so your pinkies come together, and back down. Let me turn to the side so you can see it just a little bit better at a new angle. All we're doing is going straight out to the side, straight up to the top, touching, and back down. Make sure you're concentrating and flexing through your chest when you come up to the top and back down. Now on this one, if you want to make it lighter, just drop the weights. If you want to make it harder, when you get to the top, I want you to pinch the dumbbells together and really squeeze them together for a 3-second count, and then bring them back down. Now you're going to do 2 sets from 10 to 15 reps. Okay, now let's start our 4 lower body lifts. You're going to need to get your stability ball, place it up against the wall so that it is on the bridge of your lower back. Now you're going to get your feet closer towards the ball this time, and all you're going to do is you're going to go up both feet. I want you to really get as high as you can, squeeze it for a 3-second count, and back down. And then up and squeeze it for a 3-second count, and back down. Now you're going to do that 2 sets, 15 to 20 reps. If you want to make it harder, all you need to do is grab your light dumbbells and get those in your hands so that you can increase the weight and the resistance. Or you can do more reps. If you want to make it easier, then just do less reps, or don't hold it out as long and just go through up and down with no hold from 15 to 20 reps. Okay, the next lift we're going to do is called a deep squat with a calf raise. Now, you're going to be in pretty much the same position with the ball at your lower back against the wall, but this time you're going to walk your feet forward just slightly so that when you do go into your deep squat, your knees don't go in front of your toes. Now, if you want, you can put your hands behind your head. I'm going to go ahead and put my hands behind my head for this lift. Or you can rest them at your side. Either way that's more comfortable for you. I want you to squat. I want you to get deep. I want your butt to sink below your knees. And then you're going to bring it straight up. And I want you to come up on your toes at the top and back down. That would be 1. Up on your toes. 2. Up on your toes. 3. And now we're going to do 2 sets. 10 to 15. Now to make this one a little bit easier, when you go on your squat, do not go below your knees. Just do a half squat. Go to here and bring it up on your toes if you need to make it just a little bit easier. If you want to make it harder, when you go down, I want you to hold it here for a 3-second count. Bring it up top, 3-second count, and keep it going. 3-second count, hold at the top and the bottom to make it harder. Remember, 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Next lift we're going to do is a lunge. Now we did lunges last week. This week we're going to do the lunge, same lunge, but we're going to add a turn to it. So pay close attention. You still have the ball. We're going to do a turn with the ball. Now, when you do that lunge, you're going to step out, and whichever leg you step out with while you're doing that lunge, you are going to rotate and turn your upper body over that leg and then bring it back to the middle. Then you switch legs, so I'm going out with my left leg, so I'm going to turn over that left leg and back up. Now when you do this turn, you should feel a slight stretch through your glutes. So as I go here and I make this turn, you should feel a light stretch here. If you're not feeling that stretch, then you're not doing it right. So make sure you feel that stretch and then bring it back up. So as you turn that ball, feel the stretch and back up. When you want to make this harder, all you got to do is, when you go down, we're going to do a slight pump with it, just like we did last week. Here, pump, and back to the middle. If you want to make it easier, same thing as last week. Don't go down as far. When you step out, just slightly bend that knee, turn over it, and back up to the middle. Now you got 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. All right, the last lift we're going to do for our lower body. These are going to be narrow-footed squats, but we're going to add a hold at the bottom, a 5 to 10 second hold for every repetition. You're going to do 2. So what I want you to do, instead of having your feet wide, you're still going to walk your feet out so that your knees don't go in front of your toes. But I want you to get your feet close together, not to where they're touching, but where they're about 2 to 4 inches apart. Now, you're going to squat down. You can either have your heads behind your head or you can have them at your hips. You're going to hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now you can increase that hold time 5 to 10 seconds. If you want to increase it even more than that, increase it as high as you can bear. But know that you're going to do this for 10 to 15 reps. So you're coming down, you're going to hold it for 10 seconds on each repetition. Now we got 2 sets of 10 to 15. To make it easier, just don't hold it as long. If you can't squat that low without it hurting your knees, don't go as low and only go halfway down and still add in the hold to as much as you can bear. 2 sets, 10 to 15 reps.